This is one of the most beloved anime games in the entire world, but when it comes to competition, it's not a game that gets a lot of respect. After all, balance wasn't really the developer's primary concern. Or was it? You see, one of the first things that people ask when joining a Tenkaichi tournament is which characters are banned. Because surely Gogeta 4 cannot be legal, right? Well, the answer is no one is banned. And Gogeta 4 isn't even the strongest character in the game. He's pretty strong according to this tier list, but Cell is actually the one who is universally accepted as the best character in Tenkaichi. Why is that? And actually, before we even talk about Cell, what even is competitive Tenkaichi 3? Do you just mash buttons and win? I mean, that's how I always play the game. Well, just a month ago, I also did not know the answer to these questions, and now I'm able to appreciate this game a little bit more. Welcome to competitive Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 and my deep dive into its scene. So let's start from the place where most of us are at the beginning. We've played Tenkaichi a long time ago. We remember enjoying the fan service with the absolutely huge roster of characters, the free movement in 3D, and those Dragon Ball moments that could only happen in Tenkaichi. And we remember that Gogeta is broken, because that's how it was sold to us in story mode. You do a special attack and their health bar vanishes, you have 4 health bars instead of the standard 3, you use one of your skills and you have your ultimate almost instantly. This character is incredible. But then you look at everyone else and the damage isn't that far behind. Objectively looking at this, here's the damage from a Big Bang Kamehameha, which we used to think was busted. That thing costs 3 bars of meter and deals 9,000 damage. So almost a full bar of health. That's not bad at all. Except for 1 less bar of meter, Cell can deal 7,000, which is pretty close, but the thing is this special is so much harder to dodge. That's a reliable 7,000 damage as opposed to a beam that can often be dodged and punished. Gogeta is a strong character, but his strength definitely comes from other places, not the stuff that we used to think was broken. And I mean still, Cell only has 3 bars of health. Is health really worth that little in this game? I wanted to learn more about the competitive side of Tenkaichi, and so I started digging. And what I found was a very scattered Tenkaichi scene. I found 3 separate Discord servers, all 3 of them speaking a different language, and some were more active than others, but not having that one single place that you just join and play tournaments was discouraging. And so I just try to make it myself. I made Tenkaichi one of the main games supported by the anime game community Discord and hosted my own tournament, which just happened to have an insane prize pool at the end of it. The Tenkaichi community really came through. Now, Tenkaichi's game master on this server is a dude called Just Trash, and as a part of setting up the Tenkaichi category, he put up some guides for new players to get into Tenkaichi. And I did want to learn some tech before jumping into this tournament so I could be a bit more informed in commentary, but also I wanted to see how easy it is for a brand new player who played Tenkaichi years ago to jump into the competitive scene and learn some of its tech. Okay, so the first thing we gotta learn is mobility, apparently. Ascend and descend on the melee zone for the highest mobility close range. That makes a lot of sense. So in case you don't remember, there are 2 speeds in Tenkaichi 3. So if you're far away, you move like this and you hit the dash button and you just fly, right? But if you get closer to the opponent, you're gonna see that the movement slows down a lot. And now your dash button becomes a dodge button or a step button. And basically what the video is saying is that if you use ascend or descend, look at how much faster that is with movement. So like up, down. God, okay. We're just moving already. Nice. But what do I do afterwards? Let's learn a combo. Let's see how much a health bar is worth in this game. That is almost a full health bar. I want to learn that. So what the tutorial is saying is rush combo. Step in. Okay. Okay. We gotta learn part 2 now. But that's already a massive difference. Oh, 6,000 damage. Still not as much as I want, though. Ki cannon. I think that's what I don't have. Okay. So I can do it with Super Saiyan. So far, we've got... Okay. 7,140. We're getting there. We went from basically just smashing the attack button, which is a completely blockable and vanishable, into something that is actually safe and deals a lot more damage, like this. That's sick. Armed with this new knowledge, it was time to host a tournament.
But Globku,
You yell at your phone alone in your room.
it's Tenkaichi 3. How the hell do you play this online?
Great question, Tim. You see, even though we think of Tenkaichi 3 being a PlayStation 2 game, because that's where it was the most popular, Tenkaichi 3 also came out on the Wii. And games on the Wii mean Dolphin. And Dolphin means net play. Now, Dolphin net play isn't perfect by any means. I mean, this is how the tournament started. And we start with some aggression from Wolke.
I love how he's cycling through characters right now.
Uh-oh. Why are we pausing? Oh, it says possible desync. I may have desynced. We might just, we might not be watching the real thing. We were able to redo the lobby and watch the second game without an issue, but I gotta say, starting with the desynced kept me scared for the entirety of the tournament. Luckily, things went smoothly from there, and I was able to learn a lot about competitive Tenkaichi just by watching it and asking my co-commentators a few questions, as I invited 2 pros from North America who knew what they were talking about, so it ended up being very educational for everybody. And here are my big takeaways after watching the whole thing. 1. Movement is king. You can optimize combos pretty quickly, as you just saw me do. There are a few other options you have, but compared to movement, combos are very easy to learn. Using dash cancels and having that movement precision to get behind your opponent in a variety of situations, that has such a high skill ceiling that I really think that's the hardest challenge. But that's also what makes Tenkaichi special, because very few games give you this much control over your movement. And 2, the meta is crazy set in stone at this point. You don't see a lot of character variety, especially as we reach the end of the tournament. Virtually everyone runs Cell. Android 17 is also extremely common, so the only place where you see some variety is on that 3rd character slot, but even then, most times it's just Vegito or Gogeta, which can also be extremely boring, but also makes it extra hype when you see that different character. Like when Rob brought Kid Trunks and his insane damaging combos, when Zinc brought his Nova Shenron with devastating Ki Blast damage, or Yosha bringing in Great Ape into the fold with those big command grabs. Yes, Great Apes are also tournament legal, and Baby Great Ape is actually the only one that is like competitively viable, so if you think the other Great Apes are broken, I don't think it's gonna end well for you. Oh, and if you're wondering why we're always playing the Cell Games Arena, it's basically the stage that everyone agrees is the most competitively balanced. It's not a completely obstacle-free stage like the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. It still has some obstacles which enable funny moments like this, with Cell hiding from 17, trying to key charge. That's kinda canon now that I think of it. But also doesn't have way too many obstacles that your attacks are constantly interrupted by the terrain like many other stages in the game. And things kept going smoothly. This 25-person bracket eventually came down to a really good top 6 until we reached the grand finals. Rob versus Seru, France versus France, because of course the French are also good at Tenkaichi. And we desynced on the very first game. Normally this would send me to a panic, but at this point I had been streaming for 4 hours and most games were fine, so I knew it would be okay. We're gonna miss the first game, but things will work themselves out for game 2, and we're able to watch the rest of the set until both players tied it 2-2 in this first to 3 set. I can't let you guys leave this video without experiencing a Tenkaichi match, so here you go. For the tournament win, game number 5 between Rob and Seru.
These fights cannot be explained as anything else but explosive. Oh, okay, nice sway. That way he was able to get an opener there, but unfortunately didn't get to follow it up with a great option.
Oh, punish that. And punish that.
There we go. See, now you can see Rob mixing it up with the forward smashes as well. The down smashes probably made him a little too predictable. That's why he wasn't able to connect them so much.
And that's why we had such a big back and forth there. Alright, some dash canceling and
good movement.
zoning.
Both of them probably fishing for another death beam, and there it is.
Punish. Almost missed it. Slightly too late, so not full damage, but still got something. There it is, no dodging. That is a very healthy Gogeta though, so you definitely need to start whittling down there.
Does Rob want to sacrifice a health bar? Does he want emergency health, emergency blaster wave? Okay, good, he got the upper hand. Nope, Sarah's not having it. Another health, okay.
Oh, this could be it. Can he find the place? Yeah, there's the barrier, and Rob...
Oh, Spiral Slash. Oh.
Whew.
Oh, okay, there's the confirm.
Oh!
Beam Sword Slash. I don't think Seru is dead from this. Is he? No, I think he is.
Oh,
yeah, he's dead. Yeah,
my goodness. And one character to go. Can he do it? Can Rob finish the tournament right here with 3 characters to 1 and only 1 health bar on Cell? Woohoo!
Oh.
Hit after image, doing work.
Oh, for that perfect smash and going for another one.
Oh, there it is, baby. And that was the first of many Tenkaichi tournaments, hopefully. There's already a North American tournament planned for next month. It's scheduled on the AGC server, and I hope we can keep growing the scene. There's a chance that a lot of this will translate over to Tenkaichi 4, so if you want to start preparing, I can't think of a better place. We've got guides, so it's easy to learn, and we'll keep doing the tournaments so the game stays alive. We've also got tournaments for other games. We're adding Guilty Gear Strive at the start of July, and one of those games is, of course, Demon Slayer, which is still going strong. Here's some of the latest happenings in the competitive scene. Still super hype, as you can see in this video right here. Thank you for watching. Boy.